All right, HVA, let's look at our math assignment for Monday, December 7th. It is titled A Rare Find. So it goes back to us using our expressions and evaluating those algebraic expressions with those variables and them representing a numerical value. So the instructions are pretty simple. It tells us to evaluate each expression, show your work on another sheet of paper, then cross out the matching number on the tree. So we're going to work out our equation, find it out, and cross out the matching number on that tree. That is the assignment task for us to do, and that's what we are going to do, okay? So I got my scratch sheet of paper over here that I'm going to be using to help us solve some of these questions, and then you are going to actually complete the rest of the task on your own, okay? All right, so they have already, I'm going to zoom in so we can actually get a better view of each task, okay? All right, so for this particular set of equations, 1 through 5, R represents 24, and that's what they want us to do. They have already given us an example of how to fill it in, and we're just going to actually work it out so you'll see exactly what to do, okay? So, R plus 59, and I'm going to substitute my R for 24 plus 59. I like to do mine vertically, so I like to line up my equation vertical, and that's what I'm going to do here. So don't be confused. I'm just writing it a different way. The equation is going to still be the same exact thing, okay? So I like to write mine up and down. So if I need to regroup or carry over a number, I have the option to do so with it being written vertically. All right. So 4 plus 9. Start at 9. I can count up 4. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 4 plus 9 is 13. I carry my 1 or regroup my 1 over here. And then I'm going to add all three of these together. So 5 plus 2 or 2 plus 5 is 7, add 1 is 8, and that's how I got my answer of 83. All right. Looking at my second one, it has 6R. So once again, we know that R is 24. So if I have 6R, I'm going to rewrite down here to 6 times 24. Remember, if it's in the side by side, that means to multiply. And I can put in parentheses here, but if it works better for you to write it out this way, to have 6 times 24 be my guess. And once again, I'm going to put it vertically so that I can work out my equation, and it's a little bit more sense to me. So that pretty much means I'm just going to do 24 times 6 and just write it up and down. When I say vertically, I mean just writing it up and down, okay? So let's work out this equation. 6 times 4 is 24, so I have my 4 here. I carry my 2, regroup it. Excuse me. Multiply first. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So my answer is going to be 144. And I will just plug that here. Then I'm going to come over to my tree. Find 144. There it is there. And I'm just going to mark it out. Okay. Now, let's go on to 6 through, let me get on my screen. There we go. Here's my 6 through 10, and it says that Y represents 91. So I'm going to put 13 plus Y, and I know that 13 plus 91. Once again, I like to write mine vertically, so I'm going to flip it up top. 13 plus 91. Now, it doesn't really matter how you write your addition equation because it's going to give you the same exact answer, okay? So 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 9 is 10. So my answer is 104. Once again, come back over to my tree and find 104 and mark it out. This is also a good way to know if you got the right answer because it's going to be on your tree if it's right, okay? Let's go to 8. I think 8 is a good one to kind of give you an example on. Let me give you some fresh paper here. So it has Y divided by 7. Now I'm working on number 8 here, guys, okay? Don't think I'm working on 7 and be like, that's not the right answer, Miss Heard, because I'm working on 8, Okay. Once again, we know that 91 is representation for y. And instead of me writing this vertically, I'm going to write it in a long division format so that I can divide it in a better way. So 7 on the outside and 91 in my little house on the inside, okay? Now, how many times does 7 go into 9 without going over? It goes in there one time. Then 1 times 7 is 7, so I put my 7 here, and I'm going to subtract. 9 minus 7 gives me 2. I'm going to bring down my 1. So now my new number is 21. So 7 goes into 21 how many times without going over? It goes in there 3 times evenly. So I'm going to do 7 times 3, which is 21. And when I subtract, I get 0. So I have a complete number, which is 13. So 18 is 13. I'll come back over to my tree, find my 13, and mark it out. Okay. All right. So I'm going to actually skip 11 and 15 because it's pretty much what we did on first 1 through 10. And I'm going to go down to 16 and then 20 because it gives you 2 separate variables, okay? It gives you k multiple times, all right? So let's look at 16 so we can figure out exactly what to do. Now, here's my scratch sheet of paper here. Now, it gives you 2 different columns for what k could be, and that's what we're looking for. So I have 42 plus k. And I'm just going to draw a line like this. Let me scoot up a little bit. I drew a line like this so I can work out both of my equations, okay? So I have 42 plus 45 and 42 plus 72, all right? Once again, I like to put mine vertically so I can get a better written out equation. 42 plus 72. I'm going to add 2 plus 5 is 7. 4 plus 4 is 8. Over here, 2 plus 2 is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. Okay, so I have 87 and 114. I come over to my column, and there they are, 87, 114. Okay, so that is what we're doing on this particular activity, okay? If you have any questions, once again, email Heard-Hixon.RHESHVA@gmail.com. Call or text me 256-513-8064. All right, guys, until next time.